Okay, it's recording. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Hello, Susana. Welcome.
Hello.
Buenas.
I'm not sure if she can hear us. Yeah. Hello to yourself.
Rian, I can listen you with bad quality. I don't know if the rest of the people can hear Rihan. Can you?
Can you hear me? Hello?
No,
Hear me? You said Susanna.
I listened, but I listened good. I
You
listened
listen?
better.
Good evening, all. Rehana, good evening. I'm also, I do have problem here. There is an echo in your sound.
Yes, I could hear Rihan with echo now, but I don't know. Yes, if
No, let me. Yeah, maybe I'll look out and look in again.
yes.
Good. Thank you.
Well, as you can see, we have started the recording of the event, okay? And well, when Rian is were prepared, we will start with the presentation, okay? Rian, are you available? Okay, maybe she's going to enter again in order to we will wait one minute. Okay. Okay, here is
Hello. Is it
hello.
better now?
It's yes.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, I think it's better now.
It seems better to me.
Okay, I think we can start, okay? And then, well, first of all, welcome everyone to this new webinar organized by PMI Galician Spain chapter. Today, we will talk about Ignite Team Engagement, tips for project managers to boost collaboration. we will have the opportunity to listen and to talk with Riham Mustafa. Let me introduce her in a brief way because she has a very extensive way. Rihan is a solution-focused, systemic and intelligent
Yok oğlum bir şey
leadership
dinlediğim yok.
coaching
Geleceksen
professional.
gel.
I'm going to put the mute to anyone. Okay. An intelligent leadership coaching professional specializing in team, executive leadership, board, and corporate coaching. She has several certifications and used different frameworks to empower teams to build a strong and engaging cultures. She has an extensive experience too as a mentor, coach, supervisor, facilitator, trainer, and education. And we are very lucky today, very, very lucky with the possibility of learning a lot with her speech. Welcome, Rihan. Many thanks for your time. And the floor are yours. Only
Thank
add, only add that this webinar provides one PDU, and at the end of the webinar, we will give you the code. Thank you, Rihanna. The floor is yours again.
Thank you very much. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Awesome. Can you see my screen?
yes, we can see the screen too.
Great, thank you. So hello, everyone. Thank you very much, Anna, for the introduction and for the invite. Hello, Dr. Youssef, Karen, Qasim, Susanna, and we are expecting also a few people. We have to start on time to finish on time. And let's start. So our topic is Ignite Team Engagement, tips for project managers to boost collaboration and performance. And as I told you, it's hosted by BMI, Galicia, Spain chapter. Thank you very much for the opportunity. And by the end of this workshop, we will talk about some actionable strategies to boost team engagement. We will talk about blockers, levers, and boosters for engagement in a brief. So let's start with a little activity. When I say engaged team, what comes to your mind? You can scan the QR code or let me send the link in the chat if you can't access the QR code. Can you access it, everyone?
Yes, yes, I can access, yes.
Awesome, thank you. You can add up to 3 words, 3 phrases. Okay. Can you see the Mentimeter or still the presentation?
I can see the Mentimeter, I think.
The presentation,
Okay, let me.
trying to show the results.
Okay, I'll stop sharing.
Okay.
And thank you. Okay. I hope you can see it now.
Yes, now, yes, now, yes. Mhm.
Awesome. So all of members, okay, at work, join, trust, transparency, courage, project team, communication, empowerment. Thank you. And yes, engaged team means all of that and more. Let me go back to the slides. Okay, you can see my slides now, right?
Yes, we can see it.
Yeah, I wanted to say, sorry, that's not true, that if you have any questions, you can add it to the mural. There is already a part in the mural called parking lot. And I can send you the link to the mural. And we can answer the questions at the end. Okay, here it is. Thank you, Kara.
Thank you, thank you. Okay. And if anybody can open the mural or have any problem, you can write the questions too in the chat. Okay. But if we have no time, maybe in the mural we can answer after the event. Okay.
No problem. Thank you very much, Anna. Thank you. Okay, back to the slides. Okay, so you just open the mural, you enter as a visitor. Then on the top right, you will have this icon. You click on that. It's the outline. In the outline, you can see the parking lot and other activities I created specifically for this workshop. All right, let's move on. So I want to hear from you. Why does team engagement matter? I can't see. Hello, Juan. So why does it matter? You can go off mute, write in the chat. Okay, Dr. Youssef, can you see my slides now? Oh, I have to go back to the slides. Actually, I can't see you if I'm on the slides. Okay, just a second. Now, can you see it? So when I go, no, it's required for the success of the organization. Yes, Karen. Success of the project. Yes, Kasa. Team, projects, Karen. Thank you very much. So, okay. Anybody else can see the slides other than Dr. Youssef? Can you see it?
Yes, I can see it. I don't know what could be the problem of Yusuf.
Maybe maybe you have to look out and look again, please.
Yes, maybe.
If everybody can see it, yeah, because it's shared on my screen. All right. So team engagement is a game changer in any organization. Because what is engagement? Energy. People are energized, they are focused, and they have what? Connection. That will lead to something amazing in the organization. You will have better performance, higher retention, and increased creativity. Do you agree with that? Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Anna. All right, let's move on. Now, there are many things that can block that engagement in our organizations. What is one engagement blocker you have seen on your team? Let me go back to see. Qasim, gossip is the blocker. I agree. Karen, distrust of leadership. Not my team, but yeah. Thank you for sharing. And as someone who says always no, yes. So there are always many blockers that block the engagement. All right, so here are some of the common ones. And if you agree with them, please let me know. So misalignment, poor communication, unclear roles, lack of recognition, weak team culture. So what do you think about these blockers? Which blocker is affecting teams most? Maybe in your organizations or, as Karen said, in other organizations. Let me share the poll. Anna said poor communication. Karen said lack of transparency. I agree. Unclear roles, yes. So if you click on the link, you will go, oh, okay. All right, I changed Slido to Mentimeter, but you should find the same thing. Which blocker is affecting your team most? And let me share the other one. Okay, I can see some answers. Just trying to reshare the screen. All right. Here it is. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
So poor communication. Okay. And someone said weak team culture. All right. If we think about the blockers, what, in your opinion, can help us to overcome the poor communication or the weak team culture? Okay. Good project plan, Anna. Education, Susanna, yes, thank you. Education could be in any form of training, workshops. That takes us to a video. I think I have to reshare. Okay, the sound. One of my favorite leaders is Simon Sinek. Who heard of him? Anyone? Okay, I'm sharing the. Okay, yes. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, yes, yes. We can hear you. Yes.
Okay. So I'm sharing the video now.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I was muted by mistake. Can you hear that?
No.
Okay, could you hear that? Hello?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear the video. Yes. Yes, yes.
You can hear it? Okay, excellent. So what I want from you, after watching Simon Sinek's story with Noah, I want you to think what key factor transforms disengagement into true engagement. Okay? Ready to watch together?
Yes. Yes.
Let's go. All right. Hello? Can you hear me? Hi, Maud. Okay, so what can we learn from that story? So the same person with two different hotels. For the first one, he said without skipping a beat, I love my job. For the second one, he wasn't satisfied.
So, Rian, can I answer verbally?
Sure.
So, the care that the managers showed, and it wasn't just, oh, I've been told to say this, but they truly felt like he truly felt like they cared about his day, his experience. And then the other thing was asking about did they have resources that they needed? That's really key. And the safety to be themselves is key as well. There's a lot of things. rewarding positive behavior instead of focusing on the negative.
Awesome. Thank you very much. So the way that I can hear, the way that the employees were treated, trust, safety, what else? Thank you very much, Karen. Anyone else?
For me, I am Anna. For me, the key could be they love their jobs. When they talk about they love their job, then this is the difference.
Yeah, so the same person did the same thing in two hotels. And when Simon asked him, why do you like your job? He said, I love it. The first one, yes, he loved it. And as Karen said, because of his manager all the time in the first hotel in Four Seasons, they asked him, how can we support you to do your job better?
Okay, yes, okay. Thanks.
So thank you, Anna. Thank you, Karen. Anybody else? But in the second job, they were like, anything he does wrong, they would punish him for that. So he said, I kept low key, I got my paycheck, and that's it. Do you have any other answers, or we move on? We move on. What can you see on the screen? Because
now we see the video, the first on the video.
now, can you see my slides?
And not yet.
Okay, let me stop sharing and resharing. Okay. What about now? Can you see it?
Not I can't. Not me. Not in my screen. I saw the video.
Only the video. Okay, no problem.
Yes, only the video.
Okay, let me.
Rihanna, we have to actually, well,
Yeah,
you
tell
can,
me.
you have to actually change on the right hand where there's the people, the people in this meeting, and then it has the video and it has your slide. So if people click on the slide, they'll see your slide.
Oh, can you click on the slide? Thank you so much.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Yes, it sounds right.
Thank you very much. And here I have some answers. Please, Anna, if you see any answers and I don't see them, please let me know. Thank you very
Okay.
much.
Yes.
So Maud said, for me, the key is the possibility to be oneself and bring one's individuality. Yes, excellent. To be your authentic self. And Anna said, to love the job, love what you do. Yes. Okay, so everybody can see my slide now? We have a little activity on WordWall about what else may ignite the team engagement. Let me send it in the chat. Okay. And you can all right. Can you see not can you see can you access the word wall?
Yes, we can access. I could access. Yes.
Awesome. So now we will move to the levers. What are the principles behind team engagement?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you a minute. Tell me when you are done. Yes. can hear the sounds. Who finished?
Yes, I finished. Yes.
Awesome. Who else? Let's see if somebody also finished. Karen finished. Okay. And I saw thumbs up. Susanna. Okay, let's switch to the word wall then. Okay, so when we talk about encouraging the team voice to say whatever crosses their mind, normalize risk taking, new ideas, what is that? Which lever? Psychological safety, leverage strength, clarity and celebrating progress.
Psychological safety.
Psychological safety. Okay. What about setting clear goals, checking ends, and recognizing wins?
Clarify and celebrate.
Yes.
Okay. Align task to individual strength.
Leverage strengths.
The last one, right? Because we have a few. Excellent. Actually, we can go to the leaderboard and all right. You didn't register your names. Okay, no problem. So let me go back to the slides. And let's talk about these levers behind engagement. How can we make them possible? Okay, we already talked about that in the exercise. Here, when we talk about the first one, please take a look. So what do we have here? We have to welcome diverse opinions, acknowledge mistakes without blame. I don't have to be afraid of my mistakes. Ask for feedback and act on it. Support risk-taking and learning, leading with empathy and trust. Okay, who can add anything to these points?
Rihan, isn't it also that people feel like employees feel like they can be themselves?
Sure. And I think somebody, I'm not sure, maybe Maud. It's okay, Maud, no problem. Thank you for being with us. So I think she said being myself, being your authentic self. And I totally agree with you. Yes, this is me. I'm bringing myself to that team without feeling like embarrassed or something. So yes, what I included here, Karen and everyone, the common points, but of course there are other points. That's why I'm asking. Anybody would like to talk more about these points or add other ones? Please feel free to do so.
I think it's important continuous communication with the team. Always communication, communicating every time, anything with transparency.
Excellent. So communicating effectively by being honest, transparent, yes, and as Karen and Maud said, being yourself. Yes, excellent. Also, empathy and trust. If somebody is going through something, we put ourselves in their shoes and we offer support. We build trust. Trust is not built from nothing. It takes time to be built. It's how we respond to things. Are we trustworthy? Do we do what we say, or we just say words without action? So we have to build psychological safety with our teams. And these are some points, plus the points that you all mentioned. So if nobody has anything to add, let's move on to the next one. Leverage strength. And it is to identify what are the strengths of the team individuals, everybody individually, plus the team as a whole. How can we know that? There are lots of tools, okay? Could be strengths mapping, could be SWOT analysis, okay? And we will go and try to have an example later about SWOT analysis. And we have also psychometric assessments. There are a lot, okay? And they give us insights about people's behavior, people's way of thinking, motivation, emotional intelligence, personality traits. I included here some of the assessments I'm familiar with: DISC, MBTI, motivators, EQ, TODI, and TAP 360. Also, DISC, for example, you can give the team members the assessment. Of course, they have to agree to share the results with everybody else. You can have a workshop about communication, the point that you mentioned earlier, their communication styles, how to improve that, how they are similar, how they are different. Motivators, this assessment shows you what motivates people. So you understand similarities and differences. And what are the points of strength? And we use them to support the team. And luckily, we have today Karen. Karen is the CEO for a famous assessment, Narrative Big Five. And Karen, can you tell us a little bit about Big Five, Narrative Big Five, how it can support the team if they take it? Thank you.
So, yeah, thank you. So Narrative Big Five is based on the 5-factor model, or the Big Five. It's and what I love about it is it shows your scores on a continuum. You're not a type, you're not typed, it's a trait assessment. But we use it with I use it with teams all the time, and it's all about them sharing their scores on certain some of the sub traits. And I'm using kind of teaching the platinum rule, that to understand someone else and then approach them the way they want to be approached. So that's kind of how I use it.
Thank you. And I'm not sure if are you familiar with any other assessments other than Karen's and the ones listed here? Anybody? I can't see the screen. Yeah. Hello?
I've always used 360 or 180 feedback. This type of feedback is very used here in Spain.
And how it is useful to the teams?
Well, it's useful if you are well prepared to answer all the questions and to give honest feedback and not dangerous feedback. Positive and negative, but not distracted feedback. A good negative feedback is very important to have the possibility to learn how to give this type of conversation and feedbacks in order to know the behaviors, the motivation, the culture, these personalities with your team.
Excellent. So it gives you feedback that you can have it as constructive feedback to help the team to improve in any way. It could be communication, could be behavior, shifting in mindsets. Karen mentioned there are so many caliber, protective index profiles, international, etc. And welcome people who have just joined us. And let's move to the next slide. When we talk about clarify, celebrate progress, but what do we mean? I worked with engaged teams and disengaged teams. When I worked with the engaged teams, everybody has a role and it was clear. I have to do this and this and this. With the disengaged ones, we were like, shall I do this? Shall I do that? But I wasn't sure, what shall I do? And that causes misalignment. What am I supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? Why are we here? Right? So clarity, clarifying roles, guidelines, responsibilities. And I think Anna, in the beginning, she said, we have to do check-ins. Regular check-ins could be used as psychological safety. So we check on somebody like Noah in the story, in Simon's story. Always he had his managers checked on him. How can we support you? Or you can have check-ins to see the progress. Where are you now at your project? Okay, celebrate milestones. Do you think it's important to celebrate what people do in our teams? Anyone?
Yes, of course. It's very, very important. And to recognize this type of progress and the success and the fails if it's necessary.
Yes, awesome. And by the way, I talked to someone recently, and he surprised me. After like few months, he changed his mind. He wanted to leave his job, but then he said, like Noah, I love my job. I want to stay in that organization. I asked him, what changed for you? He said that the CEO called him to his office and acknowledged his achievements. So he was so happy. And that's priceless, to be honest. I think everybody of us, we would like to be recognized at some level. And we can use some tools with the team to do that. Like one exercise we will try in a minute. Stop, start, continue exercise. It helps us to pause and see with the team what we want to stop doing as a team to start doing, or if something we have started and it's really good, to continue doing. Also, using visuals, could be photos, stickers, boards, and we will see that in a minute. Okay, now let's do that quickly. I have some real life scenarios, okay, and let's take them one at a time. Scenario one, if you have a quiet team, they meet deadlines, but they don't want any dialogue with the manager. What is missing here? Which lever? Nothing is right, nothing is wrong. Could be one, could be more. Just explain your choice. Let me check the chat. Yes.
Yeah, it could be that they're all introverts and just don't want to aren't comfortable with all the dialogue. But it could be any of these, I think.
Yes, could be any of these, but they could be introverts. By the way, I'm an introvert, and I don't feel comfortable with any dialogue. I have to feel some type of psychological safety. And as Karen said, could be any of these. So nothing is right, nothing is wrong. I will show you possible answers in a minute. Okay, what about the second one? If we have a star in the team, okay? He's taking the credit, recognition, everything, and he does everything in that team. What is missing here? And everybody else are quiet. Is it psychological safety? Is it about strength of the team members, clarifying roles, or celebrating achievements?
So I'm sorry, I'm the only one talking, so I'll keep talking if
No. Thank you very much for
roles. I think it'd be clarifying roles, maybe.
Yes, could be clarifying roles. You do this, and what else? And in any team, for me, for example, I believe everybody is special the way they are. You have your own strength. I don't like to say weaknesses, but maybe blind spots or stretching points where there is room to develop your skills. So maybe, as Karen said, clarifying roles or leveraging strength. Okay, let's move on to the third scenario. If we have misaligned expectation, team goals keep shifting. We said that at the beginning. Now in the middle, there is another goal, and it causes confusion. What could that be?
Clarifying communication better communications, clarifying the objectives.
Yeah, clarifying the roles, the objectives. Yes, could be. So again, ladies and gentlemen, nothing is right, nothing is wrong. Thank you, Anna. Thank you very much. So here, possible answer. Okay, for the first one, the quiet team, building psychological safety, creating safe space, asking them for anonymous feedback. They don't have to write their name if they are not comfortable with that. And normalize speaking. It's you don't have to say everything right every time. Maybe you say something, it's not right, it's not helpful, but at least you are contributing, and that's rewarded. So that encourages everybody to be part of the conversation. The second scenario, it could be, as Karen said, yes, clarifying roles or leveraging strength. We check, what are your strengths? What can you bring to the table, to that team? And we can use different activities or assessments, or if somebody is more experienced, they can be mentors to the less experienced ones, so they can learn from each other. Because I can't rely on one person. That person may be having something, maybe sick, maybe traveling, maybe going through something. Okay, and the third one, like Anna said, we clarify the roles. Okay, clear. This is the team. We agree on these goals, and this is how we will act upon the strategies that we put, the goals, being honest, transparent, of course. And by the way, again, to what Karen said earlier, it can be any of those, because we need psychological safety in any situation, right? Celebrate small milestones, no matter how little the progress is, we celebrate it. So people feel valued, seen, appreciated. Now, I'm aware of time, okay, and we have 10 minutes to complete the activities. I created some activities on Mural, and you just enter it as a visitor, and then you click on the outline, and you will have all the activities. Let's start with the team SWOT analysis. Who's familiar with that activity? It's very famous when it comes to executives, management. Thank you. Okay, I hope you can see my mural now. Can you see it? I see Susanna, Anna is here. So let's start. You can go to the outline and click on SWOT analysis, number 2, and you will find it. Feel free to click on the sticky note and write, or just go off mute or write in the chat. So this SWOT analysis can be given to everybody individually. Then they can do one together as a team to know what are their strengths as a team. Can you think of your team at the moment and tell me one strength of that team? One weakness.
Experience,
Yes.
for example. In my case, experience.
Experience. So they have experience. Excellent. What about weakness?
Not very clear organized roles. Not very clear roles.
Unclear roles. Thank you. What about opportunities?
Opportunities. I am the business. Our business in a good moment. It's a good moment for our business. The business, yes.
Okay, so business can thrive. Okay. So that could be what? An opportunity to that team. What about threat? What may get in the way of that team?
The lack of recognition, I think.
Could be. If I don't recognize people for what they do in the team, they may be disengaged, and some of them not so excited to work. Could be, yes. So you can take your time with your team and use that SWOT analysis. Anybody has any question about the SWOT analysis? We still have a few minutes, and if you click on number 3, stop start, continue, you will go to the next one. And this exercise, again, you sit with your team and they pause and reflect about the project they have been working on. Okay, this is a kind of check-in with them. Okay, so what worked with you? What didn't work? They pause and reflect and then decide what is one thing we should stop, another thing we should start, third thing we should continue. Here is an example. Holding unnecessary long meetings, we have to stop that. Start giving more real-time feedback. Continue recognizing small wins in team meetings. Anybody would like to share with us any answers for this exercise? Shouldn't be your team, any team or anything that comes to your mind.
Rian, I don't have a specific, but I've used stop, start, and continue for individuals, but I've never used it with teams, and I think it's great. I hadn't thought of it. Yeah.
That's a great point. You know that anything we are using, it can be a tool. So you can adapt it the way you want. I hope you use it with teams and tell me how it works. Thank you, Karen. Okay, if nobody has anything to add, let's move on to the third one, which is number 5 on the outline. Here, can you see the board? On the left, you have a black bar. If you are on your laptop, you should see that. I'm not sure about the phones. So if I ask you to choose 2 icons, 2 GIFs, or 2 stickers that reflect what your team is doing at the moment, what shall you choose? Here you have icons. Okay, and you have stickers. Okay, which one would you choose?
Maybe in my case, the heart.
Excellent. I saw heart. Yes. Why a heart? Can you tell us?
Because I love this type of brainstormings about how do we can do to empower people, how can be better leaders, and how can bring better equipment. And these tools are very useful. I love this type of opportunities to learn.
Thank you. I'm so glad. And if I ask you what color would you like your heart to be in? You have lots of colors.
Oh, red maybe.
Okay, here you go. So thank you very much, Anna. And again, this is a tool. You can use it the way you want. Ask them about how they feel about it, what they think about something, a problem, how to solve it. You want to find a solution, or only just team building, just to know more about them. So they can choose any icon, any sticker, and the same they can do with the last one. I created these photos for that session, but you can use whatever you like. Okay, let's say you are creating a vision with your team, and you put these pictures in front of them and ask them, which photo represents our team vision and why? Which photo will you choose? They are numbered if you want to choose one. Any picture stood out for you?
In my case, any picture with the sea. For me, the
Me,
sea is very important.
me too. But if we are talking about the team vision, what makes you choose the C? Is it 5 or 6, Anna?
Yes, 5 or 6. Yes.
Okay. So if you choose the C, why? What is the link between the team and the C?
I think it's a question of vision. When you are in near the sea, you have a lot of space to see. It's a big vision, a huge vision of things, and then you can have a lot of space to think, to see. It's like an open space to see and to reflect and to do a lot of things.
Awesome. Thank you very much. So as you see, ladies and gentlemen, you bring photos and you ask them. And again, it's a tool. You adapt it the way you want. You ask them about a vision, about a problem. Where do you see yourself? Where are you now? Or you can have a picture with lots of things in it and tell them, where are you in that picture? Where do you want to be? Okay, have the team pause and reflect. Engage them in different ways. Because we are running out of time. Anybody would like to add anything? I would ask you if there is one thing that you will do differently in your teams to boost the engagement and productivity.
I'm going to use a lot of your tools, Rehan. Specifically,
Awesome.
that stop and continue thing.
You loved it, huh? Me too, because I feel it's a great reflection tool. Thank you very much. Anybody else?
I like the analysis of strengths, weakness, and this type of analysis in a brainstorming mode. I think is very useful. Yes.
Yeah, thank you very much, because it shows you what do you need. Leverage strength. We have this, and we have to work on this and avoid this. Thank you very much. And a last comment, engagement isn't about one-time fix. It's ongoing habit. This is a team we are working with, let's say, a few months, 1 year, sometimes years, if it is a big project. So you have to encourage people to be curious, to co-create with them, have people feel seen, heard, and needed. And thank you so much for coming.